Yes, this morning our Saturday Spotlight shines on a young man, a very young man on a mission. He's taking a personal stand in support of American servicemen and women wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan. CBS News correspondent Joey Chen met with him in the shadow of the Marine Corps Memorial near Arlington National Cemetery.
13-year-old Ian Scott Wilson isn't exactly at the head of his class, but he could teach most of us a thing or two about honor and sacrifice. But do you consider yourself like a patriot or a social commentator?
Well, patriot, yes, definitely. I'd stand up for this country.
At home, Ian spends a fair amount of time on the computer. He even makes movies.
See the actual, milliseconds.
Other kids might choose rap or comedies. But this spring, Ian focused on a subject that struck very close to home: the treatment of Iraq war veterans at the Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington.
My older brother Gordon is a veteran of Afghanistan and is now currently serving in Iraq.
Channeling his inner Michael Moore, Ian tried to do interviews.
I called or emailed everyone on the Armed Services Committee. I emailed the president, the vice president, the Department of Defense, anyone I possibly could, but I got no answers whatsoever.
But much to his parents' surprise, he kept going.
I mean, he can't finish his plate, he can't finish his homework, and he can't finish his cleaning in his room, so I'm not sure how he got this done.
Not only did he finish, his movie beat 250 others to win a C-SPAN contest and a $1,000 prize.
He was determined to find out about the problems and if they're going to be solved. He was pretty tenacious.
And he didn't stop. On TV, Ian surprised the host by flashing a handmade sign promoting a veterans charity.
So I hope people out there donate money to these soldiers.
There were other perks. C-SPAN put him on live with his brother in Iraq.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
And he finally got to meet Virginia Senator John Warner, a regular visitor at Walter Reed himself.
I'll talk to the general about setting up a trip for you to go out there.
That'd be wonderful.
Camera in hand, Ian was overwhelmed by his encounter with one patient.
So if you need anything, even if I need to walk your dog.
But he knew dog walking wasn't going to cut it. And that's when Ian remembered that $1,000 prize.
I was going to do so much with the money, you know?
Like what?
I was going to get a guitar, for instance.
When we came out of Walter Reed, he's like, wow. There was guys, missing limbs and things like that, and he's like, he said he wanted to give the money to one of them. Sure.
You can barely keep it together.
I know, it's emotional overload.
But since then, Ian's learned about red tape.
I don't know what kind of lawyers or legal team or whatever it is.
So far, the Pentagon hasn't let him give the soldier his gift or the letter he wrote to explain why.
I know that the only reason that I can live where I live, read the books that I read, watch the movies that I watch, and listen to the music that I do is because I have been soldiers like you.
Ian still hopes his prize will reach the soldier he chose before his own family leaves soon on an overseas assignment. But he says any veteran is worthy. Any of them, he reminds us, has made a sacrifice money can't repay. Joey Chen, CBS News, Arlington, Virginia.
What an incredible kid. Now, we're going to keep you posted on Ian's delivery of the money to that soldier at Walter Reed. And Ian's already working on his next film. It's about the influence of youth in the 2008 presidential elections. He also plans to make a movie on one of his favorite bands, and that's Pink Floyd. Maggie, I don't know about you, but at 13, I could barely get myself to a movie, let alone make a movie.
Unbelievable. So unselfish. He gave me the chills.
Yeah, his parents, so proud of him, too.
Yeah.
So nice to see that as well. It's a great story.
We can see why. We salute Ian. Coming up next year on the Saturday Early Show, it's in the bag. Everything you need for